Hey guys, there's two quick things that I think will be really helpful in this project that I want to go over in this video. The first is how to put Gapminder charts into StoryMaps. The second is how to upload audio into StoryMaps. Unfortunately, the latter one is a little trickier than I think ideally it would be, but certainly manageable. But first, let's talk about how to get a Gapminder chart into StoryMaps. So let me just share my screen. And here we go. All right, so on my left side, you can see I have my story map. On this right side in this window, I have a Gapminder chart that I made. I obviously am, in this example, making something on women's education and fertility rates. And here we have literacy rate in babies per woman. You can see that I've shifted it to 2004, and I could go to 2007 or something. But it looks like after 2010, data gathering was more limited here. So I'm going to stick with 2003, 2004, whatever. And I have this chart, and I want to put it on my story map and integrate it into my story on fertility rates. So you'll see on the top right all my share options, where I can, of course, share this in social media, but you also see this button right here. It has to do with something called iframes. An iframe is basically an HTML element. All websites are usually made in HTML. You can take snippets of that HTML web page and put it on the other pages. So iframes, probably something you'll see again in your life. In StoryMap, you can actually upload the code by pressing embed and press Control V. Okay, so pretty easy. I just press this iframe button. I get the code, I copy it, I paste it right here, and you could see beautiful right there. And the nice thing, first of all, you can see embedded within the code. I don't know exactly where it would be, but it looks like we're starting at 2004. I'm trying to see if it's anywhere in here. It's a big code, kind of. Oh, there you go, 2005. I'm not sure why it says that instead of 2004, but obviously it works in that I have this chart right here, and I have all the capabilities that I have on Gapminder, but it's an ArcGIS story map. Awesome. Okay. Second thing I want to do is show briefly how to record and put an audio file. StoryMaps is a little behind the curve in that it doesn't accept a file type called M4A, which, for instance, my Zoom audio outputs. Now, one quick thing you could do if you have your sound file from Zoom, you could do something called Cloud Convert. You could just Google that, and you can select an MP4 file. I'm not sure if I have one. I'm sorry, an M4A file. I'm not sure if I have one exactly on hand. But if you do it, you can change it. You can upload your file. You say it's an audio file, M4A to MP3. You select the file. This is a secure network. I'm sorry, a secure site. So it's a quick conversion. An easier way, if you have a Mac and if you have a PC, it's actually way easier to make an MP3. There are a bunch of different things you could do. And if you have trouble, let me know, but I know the majority or a lot of people have Macs. Here I'm doing this in GarageBand, so I'm just going to make a recording. Oh, something about literacy rate and fertility rate, and I'm going to stop the recording. Something about literacy rate and fertility rate. Okay. Sounds good. Just note, if you're using GarageBand, if you click this and this, the metronome will play, so it'll be like, we don't want that necessarily. Anyway, we have our track here. We go to File. I'm sorry, we go to Share, Export Song to Disk. It's obviously not a song. And here I can make it an MP3. So I'll put it, for instance, introduction audio, audio. I'm going to save it to, I'm going to save it to my downloads to make it easy and export it. And then when I come to my story maps, I press this plus sign, I go to audio. I'm going to upload in my download files, introduction audio, and add it. And there we have, something about literacy rate and perfect. Okay, so now we have both Gapminder and audio uploaded onto StoryMaps. Depending on your specific technology, especially the audio part might be a little trickier, don't hesitate to reach out. And if enough people kind of need that guidance, I might make a video anyway. I hope this is helpful. Thank you very much.